Echoes copper rain, measure joy, replacing pain. Windows counting, pulses blue. All the math belongs to you. Stone and signal, beat and bone. Every step a singing tone. Take another, take it slow. Watch the golden numbers grow. Keep the center. Keep the key. Add the light.
That's one test.
Set it free. Cathedral rise. Open up the endless skies. Vector cathedral fire. Lift the sum a little higher. Vector cathedral now. Teach the moment opens, snare ticks, upswells, gate clicks, silence, drop, lift. Vector cathedral rise, open up the endless skies. Vector cathedral fire, lift the sum a little higher. Vector cathedral now, teach the moment
Steps are counting on the stone.
Alrighty. I would say that's enough. That's enough music for now. So, what are we going to be doing today? We are going to be tidying things up a bit. I've done some work in the background. So we can take a peek at that before we keep going. So, oh, that's fun. My display stuff works differently now. Full screen. Probably down a little bit with the music. I think that's probably good. Just like that. So, you'll notice a distinct lack of things on the screen. So we press C to pull this up. Gonna disconnect to go down to the planet. And then yeah, right. Okay. It's one of the things I've changed. So levels, ground level. Save manager, load game self. Okay, so the thing is that we're now using a save manager. So when we load this, I knew that wouldn't work the way I wanted it to. There's something in the debugger. Yeah, no save game found. We can have it make a default save. So what I'll want, I used AI to make this bit. I wanted it ready before the stream, so. I'm pulling it up on the other screen here. And then, so it has knowledge of the script as it is. So what I want it to do, I'm going to have it make a default save, and it'll just spawn a single humanoid type entity at 1616 in the planet scene. You know what? That ain't wrong. Okay. Restore entities from data, get all entities as data. Yeah, we already put the serialization into it, you silly AI. Load game, save game, start new game, there we go. Okay, and then we put this above that, and then entity manager, reset system. Okay. I'm just gonna have it write that for me too. Because I'm being super lazy right now. I'm getting close to where I feel like this is getting close to less only works in one run and more works across multiple. And this is like one of the last steps. So, the reset system function for the entity manager as well. And then I'm just gonna come in here and rip this out too. Some advancements were made here as well to clean it up a bit and make it work properly and not crash and break things and be a little bit more safe. So we'll let that do that, but I think that's completely forgot that that's not going to have the humanoid there anymore because it's gonna overwrite it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's simple. I should have known that um here. Yeah, I should have known that. I'm silly. Okay. Actually, we don't want that yet. This. If we can't find the save, then we start a new game. Parent node equals current level node. And then, let's see, does that? Oh yeah, that should be static. And then create physics entity, start new game. Yeah, start new game return. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start in space. There should be nothing here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then we disconnect from space. We go to the planet. Not there. Unloading, saving. Does the save exist? I'm guessing the save exists because let's see. Loading game. Game loaded. Yeah. So user save game that. Um no. Current level root. No, no, I mean that's right. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just reading something out loud. So it God, I really don't know. How do I get to the okay. Godot editor, how to access user :// Open user data folder. Project. Open user data. Save game. Yes, here we go. So these delete. Stop. Stop the game. And then run it again. Start. Crash. Oh. I know why. I do not know why. I, hmm? Where was that? Humanoid base. Ah. Yes. Okay. New game menu. Levels. Tiled. Ground. Ground. Ground level. Oh, there we go. It's here. The person is here. And there we go. There we go. It's there. Okay. Um, so let's try this. I'm going to do this. And then that should force a reload. What happens? Oh, what's gonna happen? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I know what happened. Uh, yeah, I know what happened. So one of these, that one, and then, yeah. So, let's see, actually. What did happen there? Alright, so what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna come in here. I'm being very lazy right now, but I'm gonna fully replace this. And then we're going to close this. We're gonna edit this really quick. I just want to see what's in it. Yeah, okay. So, get rid of that. Do the save manager. And then it told me that it get all entities as data. Restore entities from. And, okay. So, restore those from that to that. Just do that. Okay. Go ahead and reset with the removed save. Go ahead and start. So yeah, okay, well yeah, okay. That makes sense because we de-statified all this too. So class name, save manager, and then static that there, there, and there. Okay. So that worked. Okay. We'll take that out and we'll do that. Okay. So do that. Okay. 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 The inventory doesn't save. Get all entities as data. Ah, that would be why. So, inf e.inventory. And then entity.inventory equals d inventory. That should do her. And then if we force a reload, oh, yeah, yeah. So, start. Game loaded, nothing crashed. Hook up to him, check the end. Okay. I'm gonna click, right click, negative 1479. Or negative 1480, essentially. Let's just try this again. map should change. Right clicking, -16, 18. Am I var EID entity EID EID I hate doing saves. They're one of the most miserable things I've ever done. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna tell the model, I'm gonna say, so entity inventories are stored as, oh, wait, entity manager. EM entity in inventory. Yes, here we, that's, not saving the inventory. Yeah, that's it. I I could have spent forever trying to debug that. Okay, so we're just gonna restart. We're gonna delete this save. Yeah, yeah, adds up, because I did that. So we got okay. CN 127.0.0.1. No. Okay. I have to do it through here. Okay. Empty inventory. Something crashed. Yeah, we crashed. Cannot convert argument 4 from nil to float. And argument 4, right? if if I set it to 1.25, is that that doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Something was, no, I don't think that, something was wrong there. That works just fine, though. Okay. So this should force reload. It's gonna change the map, but that's fine. I should have in this one. Alternatively, what I can do, since I feel like this build is pretty good, is I rebase, change things up a bit. Well, not change things up, but get rid of all of the stuff I'm not using, clean it up, streamline it, and make the save system as I'm doing that. I think that's a decent idea. So we're gonna go ahead and quit into the project menu. And then duplicate, void cascade 0.3. Edit now, duplicate. It's a lot to duplicate, so that's why I'm thinking clean it up a bit. And while we do that, we'll be able to create the save system. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Display. This one, scale 175. 150. 125. 125 is not terrible. The taskbar is still huge, but what happened? Why is it so... Whatever. simplifying the player, or simplifying the entities is going to be one thing. Redesigning the structure is going to be another thing, and baking in the save functionality at the same time is going to be the main thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to rip out pretty much everything that is hard valued, and we're going to create a very rigid start sequence. It's going to start with here. This whole thing needs to change. This one node 2D is the one that controls basically the entire game. And I know that's not the best way to do things. So I think that this needs to go first. I don't think there's much question about that. So what we're going to need is we're going to need 3 independent scenes. Scene A is going to be the main menu and the start screen. Scene B is going to be the planet, and scene C is going to be the open space environment. So you'll go from you'll go from the menu to the planet, or depending on the save, to space, and then you will yeah. Okay. So I think what I'll do, since when I'm going to be transitioning through levels, initially I was going to go with a whole hard storyline based thing for the first get-go, but that's not what I want this to be. So I think we're going to get rid of the title card here, what you see in front of me, title test. That's going to be gone, the transition layer. Obviously, I'm kind of thinking about leaning towards dealing away with the CRT effect. It feels like a crutch to get away from graphics. Well, it was a crutch to get away from graphics. I know that much, actually. So, not even gonna say it wasn't. But we're gonna try to get away from that, and then just make sure things feel tidy. Ultimately, that's what I'm trying to get at right now. And because I've done some work on this. This is actually a second. That's why it's 0.3 is it's been rebased now. So it's the second rebase. Okay. So I really kind of want to open this in the actual file explorer, but maybe I can speak that. There we go. So that's the custom audio. C-body 2D entity and entity need to go somewhere. Intro.gd and intro.tscn can probably go away. main UI has been replaced to an extent. What else does it still have in it? Oh, never mind. That's not the one I thought it was. Okay, so I'm going to new folder, space, new folder, planet, new folder, UI, because what's gonna happen, what I have is that, like, for example, here, levels, space, this, and this are going to go here. Okay? And then these, this, and all of this are going to go here. Please forgive the background noise. I'm going to mute that now. Oh god, how do I mute it? I don't know how to mute that. Friends. Offline. There. And so that should mean that these can be deleted. I don't want that anymore. And then UI assets, I'm only really using a handful of these. I don't think I'm even using this yet, but I should. So we're going to take this, we're going to put these into UI. And then we're going to make a new folder in here called sprites. And then we're going to make a new folder in here called icons. Actually, no. Just icons. And then these go here. And then we'll do space. We will, yeah. I want that little level of division. And then items, because I know we have assets, items. We're going to move these to UI icons. Actually, no. These are used for more than just icons. So we're going to leave those there for now. Getting started, we can leave that. Actually, we're going to have to change all that in the future anyway. Item icons, however. These we can move to here. We'll leave audio. we'll do entities. We'll take these scenes. And we'll just move it here. I don't like the name ship for that, but we're gonna deal with that. New folder, ob world objects. And then entities is actually going to go within world objects. And then static is going to go within world object as well. And then this is going to get renamed to entities. And then just for giggles, just click play and see if things work. Okay. Kinda, sort of. We have to change some paths here or there, but... we have to change some paths. That's great. So we'll have the first one will be new game menu. Planet, ground level, TSCN. Alright, so we can move this back here. Right, it'll be planet, ground level, TSCN. We're gonna get some errors, but I don't think all of them are gonna be... Yeah, okay, so that was one of the expected ones. Actually, that's right here. World objects, entities, humanoid. I didn't capitalize it. Okay. Okay. As expected. So, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the save manager. we're gonna do just the entities. We're gonna do, again, just the entities. We're gonna do hmm, yeah. Start new game. Save game. Okay. Um, File store var. Save data. Yeah. Get all. Okay. Create physics. So, yep. Alright, okay. So, we'll make sure that ground level, we shouldn't have that anymore. Okay. Save manager load game. And then I just want to make sure that save manager load game reinstantiates the entities. Okay. This should be the most bare bones save version possible. Okay. Now, I guess I should double check. DC here results in a whole lot of brokenness. Hmm? Oh, yeah. Uh, planet ground level. So, and just making sure that the planet save manager load game. Save game. That'd do it. Not saving the game definitely would anything's not work right. Okay. So we connect to this guy, we come down here, we take that, we take that, we do that, we do that, and then we do that, and then we do that. Unloading, game saved. Entity manager system reset, game loaded. Why? So I wonder. Restore entities from data. Entity.inventory equals d in ah no. em update data inventory equals node inventory. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. If it okay, no. That's not the way I want to go about it, if that's gonna be how I'm gonna go about it. So yeah, no, it will be. I'm not gonna go through a whole bunch of translation layers. It's it we're just gonna do this. These just will get wrapped in numbers. Or wrapped as strings. visual, get item details, item ID. Update selection, update visual. Get item details, cannot convert argument from. Oh, is this for the outputs? Because I forgot to put the output as a. Yeah. Okay. So. Let's try this. Do this. Do. Okay. 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 Add item to inventory entity. Add item in inventory string. String. Remove item, used item. String. What is all this? Yeah, just a bunch of complaints about textures and things. Okay. Hey, that worked, alright. And then let's try this, hopefully. Entity manager system reset. Game loaded. But it's creating the I think is reset system not actually I don't know if that's actually resetting anything. Other than the entity ID. Oh, free. No. Hmm. Open the user data. Okay. I'm going to do one more attempt with the AI. I'm going to give it these all 4 relevant scripts. It's going to get save manager. I'm going to make a new conversation with a different script, or with a different model. So it's going to get the save manager. It's going to get the entity manager. It's going to get the ground level. Oh, I guess it needs this as well. Okay. And then it will also get the space one. And so I'm going to say, here are all relevant scripts, I believe. Can you please update these to work and function coherently? I'm going to turn on, I would say, deep research. I'm gonna click, I'm gonna send it. Riveting content, I know. It'd be even more riveting if you saw what was on the screen right now. So I'm gonna put this up. Waiting for an AI model to respond is always fun, but I mean, honestly, it's gonna be a whole lot quicker if I can figure out how to get this shit to save properly before I keep going. give it some time. Let it figure it out. I might take a break. Few-minute break. On microphone, maybe. I want to go heat up some water for some tea. Deep research might have been a bad idea. Yeah. Deep research is a bad idea. We're gonna send it without deep research and just have it do a quick shot. Deep research probably would have been there for like 15-20 minutes. It's entirely possible I could have found the answer in that time, but I don't think I've ever really looked into how other people do their save games. It's definitely gonna be kind of complex with this system. Hmm. Alright. Yeah, it caught up on a handful of things that I was doing issues with. Something with EM update data after constructing initial data dictionaries, saved positions would be frames behind. That's a minor bug, but thanks, cool. Was pushing the player entity into space data-wise, but wasn't telling the game to. Okay. Okay. Gave me a new save manager. I'm just gonna come through and replace everything. It gave me a new entity manager. Gave me a new planet scene. And then a new main game. And a new version of space. Now that I have the old version backed up, so if this doesn't work right, I can get back to it. But let's see. Okay. So connect to that. Come down here. Do that. Do that. Check that. Do that. Do that. Okay. Didn't save the inventory. Okay. Alright. Okay. So that saved the position, which is better than before. However, the inventory for the entity is not being saved properly. Okay, I'm gonna go start eating up some water.
turns on the light. Shoulders swinging, hands in time. Click by click, we climb. Turn it up, bajo y alto. Numbers dancing every barrio. Heat it slow, then let it go. Street lantern, steal the show. Window laughter, steady bass. Neighbors join the shift the shadows into new. City of counters, move with me, move with me. Two step under, set it free, set it free. Numbers glimmer, street to sky, street to sky. Wave by wave we multiply, multiply. Oh, keep counting, oh, keep bouncing, don't slow down. Keep climbing, count
Okay, well that was a bit longer of quiet than I was expecting. But that's okay. So, I don't know if you'd seen it, but I got it working. So, what we're going to do is we now want to go to where we destroy things with an action. Resource tiles, set tile. Okay. So we're gonna ask the AI. I have 2 tile maps on the planet scene. They are, one represents the ground, one represents the resources that are mineable. I'd like to store modifications to both. Right now, when a resource is consumed, the cell is just set to 0. I'd also like, well, okay, we'll add this later. Right now, when a cell is consumed, the cell is just set to 0. In the future, the ground will be modified or modifiable, and resources will have an amount remaining within them. Let's bake that future functionality in now. Okay. So it gave me a new, well, a modified save manager. It's not all that many say or changes, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it by that. Oh, yeah. And then so yeah, it's already trying to okay. Apply tile modifications. So this is gonna be in planet scene.
Coleman spread on the window frame. I
So
tell
it's
him
going
don't
to
call
be
my name. Lamp on
ground
high, turn
level.
white flame. Feet on beat in a steady flame. Digits stack like a staircase bright. Word by word we convert the night. Patience posted, hold that sight. Make it count and make it right.
Oh, yeah. Bar ground mod, save manager, get layer modifications, interact with resource, apply tile modifications. Level ID is what it's complaining about there. And then resource map, ground level, resource map set tile, and then resource map set cell. Okay. Okay. Alright. We're just gonna continue to replace resource map with resource layer. And then this, oh god. Ground tiles. Okay, so this is gonna be, oh wait, no, ground controller. Ground controller dot oh no. Ground controller dot interact with resource. And then target. Oh God, what was it? Target tile. Target tile. 1. Okay. And then, just for giggles, we're gonna make that just 2. Okay. Okay. Is that right? Tile map layer. Oh. Get cell source ID. Cell. Get atlas chords. Cell. Resource set cell. Oh yeah, it's getting confused with like some ID somewhere. Yeah, now it's thinking that there's... It thinks it has to do a thing there. That's okay. 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 So that should have 1 left. Should save. It should be in the same position. Those are gone. Like they should be. And that has 1 left. Like it should. Okay. That worked. That most definitely worked. No, that obviously didn't. But we got the save file to work there. we could close this now and restart it and then start it. And it will, in theory, put me in the same spot. Yep, with the tree there because it crashed. And I have 8 wood. I'm gonna craft a storage chest. I have, well, no, stop. Pressing that makes it crash because that doesn't work right now. Silly boy. This should work just fine though. Oh. Oh, well. Okay. No, don't click that. Okay. Yeah. The save file works. That's all I care about. Oh gosh, that took longer than I wanted it to. Okay. Go ahead and delete that for now. Okay. So we still need to test one more thing with all of that. And that's going to be oh. Yeah, well, first off, create fixed entity. That felt weird. Silly AI. What's up, kitten? Scene state dot Oh yeah. State manager dot space dot scene types dot space open space 0 0. I guess vector 2 dot 0. Okay. No. Yeah, do that. Okay, now we make sure that this still works with the create fixed entity, because it was supposed to be. Ooh. Ooh. What do you mean animation not found? Why was it working just fine a minute ago when it was loaded with the wrong type, but now that it's loaded with the right type, it... Oh. Direction vector. Save manager. Entity manager. Specific. Physics. Fixed. Direction vector. Data.getDir. Direction vector vector 2i0. Am I stupid? I'm stupid. Yeah. Yep. 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 Direction vector down. Direction vector down. And then... Okay. Okay, no. No. Oh, that one may have been because the direction vector was 0. Yeah, there we go. No. Physics vector 2i down. Vector 2i down. Vector 2i down. Oh. Fixed, yeah. How is it even coming out as we're just gonna stop this for now. Direction vector, vector 2i down, to move, update. I'm not seeing why this would be. I mean, I guess print the direction vector and see what it is. Zero. Vector 2i 0. I other than maybe the save data needs to be reset again. No. Entity manager. Vector 2i 0. I mean, hmm. Okay, time to ask the AI, because I've been staring at it with not understanding why it's broken. I store which way the fixed entities are looking using vector 2i up, down, left, right. For some reason, it's loading in as vector 2i0, even though I've replaced all of the vector 2i0 instances and reset the save file. Ay.
Copper numbers kiss the night. Every click a lifted floor, count to 10, then count some more. Hands up, feel the change. Small sparks turning large. Top feeling fly. Every meter take your flight. Left to right, the digits race. Drop the beat, we set the pace. Razors curl like jets of flame. Chasing records name by name.
Do, 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 do.
Make it roar. Why the counter's door eyes. Break the night in waves. Morning rails across the town. Counters click the numbers down. Boots on gravel, nerves of steel.
Oh yeah.
Little wins we made for real.
Good old AI.
Wind is humming.
Super, super robust.
Needle climbing higher. Copper skyline. Red and gold. Every tally brave and bold. Roll the mile and raise the sign. We're a story on the
Fixed entity class and entity manager GD.
dusty chords and engine whine. Chasing daylight, making time.
Lol. It just does not understand. Like, I get why they don't understand some of these things, but it's like, it doesn't understand what I just said per se. You'll see in a second here. Um, so,
Let it shine. Name a number. Yours and
here. Actually, wait. direction vector. Here. I've just recently discovered that Godot will update that for you. On a function to update its sprite visuals, call it here. So we do that. We do that no matter what. So. Okay. But that's because it did this and this. So I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna delete this one more time. Yeah, I am an idiot. There we go. Yep. Yep. That's how it be. We'll just do... Actually, we'll do this too. Match direction vector. Vector 2 up. Vector 2 left. Vector 2 down. Vector 2 right. Doot. 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 And doot. And then we'll do... You know what? We run update animation here. But what if we did it here and here? Okay. 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 Oh, very good. Wow, that actually makes things feel smoother too. Quite a bit, because it's not processing every frame. Okay. Okay. So let's do one more thing. I want to test this. I want to see if this works. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna eat all this. Nom nom nom. Nom nom. up here. Oh. Oh no. Oh. That's not right. What if we did check movement, check action, check movement, check action, check movement, I guess. If not is connected, is turning. We're gonna have to fix this. Yeah, this is gonna have to get fixed. I forgot that was such a mess. Okay. Well, so what I wanted to... What? That was funny. I forgot about that. I'm like, what? Why is that not working anymore? Um, so I want to save the file here. Why does it always load like that, though? That's my question. It always just loads down. Doesn't care. Alright. Anyway, close that. I'm just chilling right now. If there's actually anyone here, I'm not really. I'm reading some things.
Three-step candles around the square, counting circles in the air. Velvet numbers softly glide, waltzing on the rising tide. Spin the hour, hold the breath, turn the measure, cheat the death. Lantern math, 1, 2, 3, fold the light and set it free. When the page begins to turn, all the meters start to burn. Strings like whispers, clocks like wings. Every second softly sings. Steps become a silver roar. Open up the iron door. Hush the room. Count to 4. Then we hit the floor. Lantern math, let it fly from the ground into the sky.
Chrome reflections down the line, counting sparks in midnight shine.
Alright, I think that's enough. Done for the night.